Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 13th and 14th January. First question is, who is the head of Election Commission panel which submitted its report on digital media and campaigning during last 48 hours before polls? Right answer is Mr. Umesh Sinha. Recently, Election Commission constituted a panel. The panel was under the chairmanship of Mr. Umesh Sinha. The panel had submitted its report on digital media and campaigning during last 48 hours before elections. That means before polls. Presently, no campaigning is allowed in last 48 hours so that voters can think independently. If we talk about Election Commission of India, it is a constitutional body. Article 324 of the Constitution provides for Election Commission of India for free and fair elections in India. It was formed on 25th of January 1950, and that's why 25th of January is celebrated as National Voters' Day. Presently, Mr. Sunil Arora is the Chief Election Commissioner. Next question is, which city is the venue of 25th edition of Partnership Summit 2019? Right answer is Mumbai. The 25th edition of Partnership Summit held in Mumbai. It was inaugurated by Vice President Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu. The summit was organized by Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that means DIPP. DIPP is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this was organized by DIPP in collaboration with Maharashtra government and CII, that means Confederation of Indian Industry. If we talk about Mumbai, recently Global Healthcare Summit also held in Mumbai. That was 12th edition. The next edition, that means 13th edition, will be in Hyderabad in 2019. If we talk about Mumbai, it is the capital of Maharashtra. Maharashtra recently started SMART initiative. SMART stands for State of Maharashtra, Agribusiness and Rural Transformation. Maharashtra government also launched Bharat Ratan Atal Bihari Vajpayee International Schools in Mumbai. Also, the second Khelo India Games are going on in Pune in Maharashtra. Next question is, which of the following Indian players has recently received honorary membership of Sydney Cricket Ground? Right answer is Mr. Virat Kohli. Recently, Mr. Virat Kohli and Mr. Ravi Shastri has received honorary membership of Sydney Cricket Ground. Mr. Ravi Shastri is the present coach of men's cricket team. Recently, Mr. W.V. Raman has been appointed as coach of women's cricket team. Apart from Mr. Virat Kohli and Mr. Ravi Shastri, the only other international cricketers to be granted the honorary membership of Sydney Cricket Ground are Mr. Sachin Tendulkar and Mr. Brian Lara. If we talk about Sydney Cricket Ground, it is in Australia, and recently Australian women's team won the T20 World Cup. This T20 World Cup held in West Indies, and Australia won it by defeating England. If we talk about Australia, recently Australia recognized West Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. The Prime Minister of Australia is Mr. Scott Morrison, and Israel was in news recently as Israel and USA formally left UNESCO. Next question is, which Indian journalist has been appointed as the President of Alliance for Media Freedom? Right answer is Mr. N. Ram. Mr. Narsimhan Ram, who is the chairman of The Hindu Publishing Group, has been appointed as the president of the Alliance for Media Freedom. This alliance works for the media freedom, media independence and safety of journalists. Mr. N. Ram was also in news as recently he was given Raja Ram Mohan Roy Award for his outstanding contribution towards journalism. He was given this award on the occasion of National Press Day. Every year, on 16th of November, National Press Day is celebrated. If we talk about World Press Freedom Day, it is celebrated on 3rd of May. There is one more important index related to press. It is World Press Freedom Index. It is published by Reporters Without Borders. As per this 2018 World Press Freedom Index, Norway is on top position, Sweden is on second, India is on 138th position. Next question is, Ashutosh Aman, who is in news recently, is associated with which sport? Right answer is cricket. Mr. Ashutosh Aman is associated with cricket. He is from Bihar and he is left arm spinner. Recently he broke the 44 years old record of most wickets in a single Ranji Trophy season. in present Ranji Trophy season, he took 68 wickets and he broke the record of former Indian skipper Mr. Bishan Singh Bedi. So Mr. Ashutosh Aman is the highest wicket taker in a single season in Ranji Trophy. Recently, Mr. Jasprit Bumrah has become the highest international wicket taker in all formats in 2018. Overall, he took 78 wickets. South African cricketer Mr. Rabada was on second position. If we talk about few other news related to cricket, recently Mr. Wasim Jafar became first batsman to score 11,000 Ranji Trophy runs, and former Indian skipper Mr. Dhoni has become the fifth Indian to score 10,000 ODI runs, that means one day international runs. Recently, Mr. Kohli surpassed Mr. Dravid to become the highest scoring Indian Test batsman on overseas soil in a particular calendar year, and Mr. Rishabh Pant became the first Indian wicketkeeper to claim 20 catches in a Test series. India recently became the fifth team to win 150 Test matches. The other four teams are Australia, West Indies, South Africa and England. And recently England became the first country to play 1000 Test matches. There was one more news associated with cricket. In 2018, 3 players were inducted into Hall of Fame. These 3 players were Mr. Rahul Dravid, Mr. Ricky Ponting and Claire Taylor. So these were important facts related to cricket which were in news recently. Next question is, who has been conferred the ICSI Lifetime Achievement Award? Right answer is Mr. Adi Godrej. Mr. Adi Godrej has been conferred the ICSI Lifetime Achievement Award for translating excellence in corporate governance into reality. If we talk about ICSI, it is the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. It should be kept in mind that it is a statutory body. It was formed in 1968. If we talk about Mr. Adi Godrej, he is the chairman of Godrej Group. Next question is, in which year the great Indian scholar Swami Vivekananda was born? Right answer is 1863. Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863. Swami Vivekananda was born in Kolkata on 12th of January 1863 as Mr. Narendra Nath, and since 12th January is his birthday, that's why 12th January is celebrated as National Youth Day. Mr. Vivekananda gave a famous speech at World's Parliament of Religion in Chicago in 1893. That means exactly 30 years after his birth. And recently, the World Hindu Congress was organized in Chicago to commemorate 125 years of that historic speech. So, he was born in 1863. He gave that speech in Chicago in 1893, and in 2018, World Hindu Congress was organized in Chicago to commemorate 125 years of that speech. If we talk about Mr. Vivekananda, 12th January is his birth anniversary, and that's why it is National Youth Day of India. If we talk about International Youth Day, it is celebrated on 12th of August. Recently, on the occasion of National Youth Day, the tallest bronze statue was unveiled by Jharkhand Chief Minister Mr. Raghuvar Das. Next question is, which city is the venue of 29th Indian Paint Conference 2019? Right answer is Agra. The 29th Indian Paint Conference has started in Agra in UP. It has been organized by Indian Paint Association. If we talk about Agra, recently Prime Minister Mr. Modi launched Gangajal project in Agra. The project will provide assured water supply in Agra. Agra was also in news as the first India-Japan air exercise Sinnumetri held in Agra. Agra is in UP, and the 15th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas will also be organized in UP in Varanasi. Additionally, India's first elephant hospital was recently opened in Mathura in UP, and Prime Minister Mr. Modi recently inaugurated India's first multimodal terminal on River Ganga in Varanasi in UP. Next question is, who has been sworn in as the new president of Venezuela? Right answer is Mr. Nicolas Maduro. He has been sworn in for the second term as Venezuela's president, though there was international criticism that his re-election was illegitimate. If we talk about few other political leaders which were in news, recently Mr. Jair Bolsonaro became the president of Brazil. Mr. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador became the president of Mexico. Ms. Sheikh Hasina got re-elected as Prime Minister of Bangladesh as her party won majority in recent general elections. And recently, Taiwan President Ms. Tsai Ing-wen appointed Mr. Xu Shangchang as the new Premier of Taiwan. The capital of Taiwan is Taipei, and the official name of Taiwan is Republic of China. Recently, Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed Soli became the President of Maldives. The capital of Maldives is Malé. Next question is, which of the following are the features of National Youth Parliament Festival 2019? So, right answer is all of the above. On the occasion of National Youth Day, that means on 12th of January, Mr. Rajavardhan Rathod launched National Youth Parliament Festival 2019. It is organized on the theme of Be the Voice of New India and find solutions and contribute to the policy. Youth in the age group of 18 to 25 are invited to participate in district youth parliaments. So the objective of this entire initiative to invite those people who are allowed to vote but cannot contest because the age to be a voter is 18. However, the age to contest election is higher. So this initiative will be conducted at 3 levels, that means at district level, at state level and at national level, and this will provide effective voice on the vision of New India in 2022. In 2022, India will complete 75 years of independence, and India will also organize G20 summit in that year. So the objective of this initiative is to encourage the youth to engage and debate about public issues. Recently, Twitter also started #PowerOf18 initiative to encourage youth to participate and to make them aware about the upcoming general elections. Thank you, and that's all for the day.